Hello everyone, welcome to my channel DG Speaks. Today we are going to discuss about the ultimate CEO or the ultimate business leader. Now who is the ultimate CEO or ultimate business leader? We all have our own preferences. But who is the greatest of them all? Of all times? If I tell you that we all have seen him somewhere, would you agree with me? In that case, let us think of our very own Siddhidata Siddhivinayaka Mangalamurthy Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha, why is he called Siddhidata and kept in the places of business? Friends, if we look at it carefully, although he is a male god, but I'm not being gender biased, it is basically the state of mind of a business leader, how he or she should be. The big ears of Lord Ganesha is a representation that the leader should be a very good listener. He should not only be open to listen to new and innovative ideas, but he should also be open to listen to his own criticism. The small eyes of Lord Ganesha is a representation of the leader's ability to be focused towards the goal. For example, if you are trying to put thread inside a needle, we have to narrow down our eyes. So our leader should always be focused towards the goal. The broken tusk of Lord Ganesha is a representation of a leader's readiness to sacrifice for a noble cause. The trunk or the nose of Lord Ganesha is a representation that the leader should be able to predict the future. With the nose it smells the future. That the trunk is also a representation of flexibility. A leader should be able to be flexible enough to understand and predict the future. If we look at it closely, the mouth is hidden beneath the trunk, which says that the leader should only speak when his speech is more important than his silence. A leader should only talk less and talk sense. If we look at the big belly of Lord Ganesha, it is the leader's ability to digest all goods and bad of life. And if we look minutely, we'll also see that the belly is tied with a Naga Pasha. The Naga Pasha is the leader's ability of creating a bond of trust and camaraderie, which he creates around his people. Now, let us look at the four hands of Lord Ganesha. If we look at the four hands of Lord Ganesha, we will see in the first hand he is holding a conch. Now the conch is a representation of two things. When we blow a conch to start something auspicious, and the conch is also blown in order to alert people in case of any disasters. So the conch is a representation of a leader's quality, that the leader should always be ready to mobilize his people for the noble cause. At the same time, he should also be ready to alert his people in case of any disasters which is going to come. The second hand of Lord Ganesha is holding an axe. The axe is a representation that the leader should be able to cut down problems into small pieces and analyze them. The third hand of Lord Ganesha is always in a giving mudra, which states that the leader should always do things for the benefit of its people, for the benefits of the organization, for the benefit of the society at large. The fourth hand of Lord Ganesha is holding a modak. Now the modak, being a sweet, is obviously a representation of the rewards and recognition which the leader needs to give to motivate his people. Now, if we look at the rat is a symbol of ego, it is a symbol of anger, it is a symbol of fear. So a leader should always be able to control his ego, anger and fear. Rats are very egoistic animals. If you give a piece of cake to a rat, it will circle around as if he is the king. It is the same with we humans. When we attain a position of power, a position of money, then we think that we are beyond the world, beyond the I'd say the law, which is not the case. The leader should always keep his feet grounded in spite of being successful. So this is all the beautiful concept of Lord Ganesha. So friends, if you have liked my video, kindly do subscribe it, like and share it. Jai Sri Ganesh. Thank you.